know what time it is. Amateur and the coach. Amateur and the coach. And let me tell you again, you're talking about amateur and the coach.
Well, this is episode 2. Welcome to the Amateur and the Coach. Today we have Virgil Allen, who is also a vet and the owner of Dreadnought Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu here in Lawton, Oklahoma. Brother, what's up, man? Nice to have you on. Thanks for coming on, man.
Oh man, thanks, my brother.
Woo, man, it's been a long one. I'm happy you're here, man. I've been anticipating this. I've been I've been excited you coming in.
Yeah.
Not only because you're a good friend of ours, but because, man, you're my coach, baby. And I take pride in what you're teaching, what you're showing. I was just telling our boys about, the mentality game, how you run your life, the philosophies that you live by, and how you're improving the community, how you're helping out families and kids, and I just felt that I had to have you on and really just bring out and hit a lot and really get to know you and the things that you're doing, man. 'Cause you're shaking it up. You're shaking it up.
Sure, man. Got to. If you're gonna be in a community and you're doing things with the community, then you got to give back to the community,
Right.
And it really stemmed from growing that youth population and giving them positive things to really look forward to. And that's the key, man. We can talk about all these places to eat, but what are we doing for our youth?
Right.
So that's what we're trying to provide and reach out to all these other organizations and stuff too. So.
Well, let's get right down to it, man. Let's
So what's up? Nationals are approaching.
Oh yeah, we're doing a lot of fundraising, man. A lot of people been really helping out. A lot of parents are like, wow, we didn't know there's this much outreach and people that are willing to help kids. And there is a lot of people out there that's willing to help kids accomplish certain things. We have over 100 kids in our program, and I don't really push them to go to tournaments every month or every 3 months. Once a month is fine. Once a year is fine for me. So I try and push the last tournament of the year and try and get every kid out there.
So
now,
I don't mean to cut you
No, go
off.
ahead.
What are the benefits that you're finding from the tournament that the kids are getting out of that?
It's pure competition.
Yeah, that too, and they really get to see all the work they put in, how it works for them. What did I do this whole year? And yes, sparring and training with my friends in class. How's the outcome going to be when I go against someone I've never met? That's also training in a totally different gym. I don't know what they're learning. And how is this going to work? Coach tells me I should be able to defend myself against somebody. I don't know. And then I go out there and I do it. That confidence that kid will gain, win or lose, it's tremendous. And then you see it in that kid's actions, that kid's voice, the way they stand, the way they reach. The confidence just blows off the roof. And parents, they just like, what have you done to my kid? I'm like, nothing. Just let something out. That's all it was.
Okay.
Something that needed to come out that was probably suppressed to really get this kid to see that a lot of people say can't a lot. When you really can, as long as you practice it or you got somebody to guide you, and that's all it is. Once they see that, then it's like, boom, I got it. The confidence level rises.
Right, you see that.
Yep. That's it.
That's huge, man. That's like a real pillar to the community. Especially with all this bullying going on nowadays. Kids just being pushed around. So you see a lot of these kids, and I never heard of the term, until I got here. But I guess that term, tree kids.
What?
Tree kids. Yeah, they're like, instead of back in the day when we were kids, we would call them nerds or something. But now they're called tree kids. So
that's my kids.
Dude, I didn't know about it until my kid got home the other day from school. She's like, there's this tree kid. I'm like, what are tree kids? And then she explained to me that
Like a tree hugger?
That's what I thought at first, but that's what they're calling. That's what they're calling the kids now, who are. I guess they're the ones that are different. They're the ones that are a little more shy. They're just a little quiet. They're a little more kept to themselves. So they always get excluded in school. These type of kids, and then
everybody's
they get
their own
bullied,
character.
Right.
Everybody's their own person.
But that's what I like that you bring, that this confidence level to these kids that they who are categorizing these groups in schools, to have confidence to be like, what, I am my own person. I walk in the dream of my own drum, and the beat of my own drum. And so that's where I really find what you're doing with the community. And I see the kids when I go to the gym, and the faces and how excited and how they're really just taking it on, and it inspires me to do my own. It really does. Like what I see you do and the things that you do on a real personal level, you inspire me because you're doing things that not every person can do because it takes a certain amount of drive that you have, and I see this drive. And I'm also trying to replicate that drive because I see what it takes to get where you're at, to do the things that you're doing in the community, to bring change, and to get even further. But you're not even from Lawton, are you?
No, man, I'm from Fort Worth. I'm from Texas. The only reason I'm here in Lawton is military. I could have went home,
Right.
but I didn't. So graduated high school, went to college, played football out in West Texas. Football team kind of sucked. Had a kid early in high school, but I still went to college. Okay, I could do this. She was having problems, and I didn't want to be one of those, statistics. You just left the kid. So I came back and worked. But I also did 4 years in Army ROTC. So I was kind of like, you know what? Let's just go to the military. Take care of my kid. Plus, I've already got a background. My grandfather was in the military, so I'm like, cool. And I looked up to him. Long story short, went through basic right here in Fort Sill.
Oh, you did basics here?
Basic AIT, right? Fort Sill.
Shit.
I was 13 Fox. Recruiter came down from a spec op unit, 2nd Ranger Battalion, or Ranger Regiment recruit station came down. Hey, who wants to volunteer for this? Watch the video. God, that's pretty cool. I can do that. Went to airborne school, went to RIP, got to 2nd Ranger Battalion, Fort Lewis, Washington, stayed there for 6 years. 9/11 kicked off, deployed.
Oh, you were in there for 9/11.
Well, no, we were actually in Germany when all that happened.
Oh, no
Had,
way.
we were doing a rotation out there with a couple of spec ops, German special forces, and all the other special forces, NATO units out there. We were doing some training there, and that's when it happened. And so, us, we're like, hey, cool,
Right.
we're about to
Here.
pop off, let's go.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen. Kind of stood us down, sent 3rd, came back to Fort Lewis. Went out with 124 Infantry Striker Brigade to Mosul, 0405.
That is no joke in
Yeah.
Mosul, bro. Yeah, dude.
And so
Talk about instability.
couple deployments. I had 4 deployments. Afghanistan and Iraq. A lot of crazy stuff. Kind of died down when I
Did
went
you say
to
4 deployments?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
12 months.
Yeah.
15 months.
Wow, man.
Yeah, it gets crazy. And it takes a toll on you, your family.
Man,
I can
yeah,
imagine.
yeah.
And so, long story short, got through with the military career, left Alaska. My last duty station was in Fort Richardson. Then I got sent here to be an instructor at JFO school in Fort Sill.
And you were doing jiu-jitsu the whole time?
Well, when I left Alaska, that's when I got back into jiu-jitsu. I
Okay.
want to say I deployed in 2011, 12.
So are they implementing jiu-jitsu in the military?
Well, funny thing is, when I joined 2nd Ranger Battalion, that's when Matt Larson and at the time Colonel Farrader, now General retired Farrader, had just wrapped up the Modern Army Combatives program.
Okay. Okay.
That they went and seeked out for Sambo and the Grayson family and came up with this program. And when I got to 2nd Ranger Battalion, the Grayson brothers were down there, and we were getting ready for our Ranger rendezvous. And these guys was training for one of the first combative trainings down at Fort Benning. And so these are Brazilians there, and they're talking. I'm like, man, I don't understand nothing these dudes are saying. But what they're doing on the ground, okay, I can deal with that. That looks cool. And ever since then, man, that was back in 99, 2000.
Okay.
I haven't stopped. Stopped because of deployments. But even while I was deployed,
You still touched it.
I still was touching it. And a lot of people was like, man, you've been doing JIT since that long, because I had signed up with Marcelo Alonso up in Seattle when I was there. At the time, he was in Puyallup. I'm like, yep, been doing JITs all this time. And they're like, when I got here, I was still a blue belt. What? Yep. So just got here, and there was no schools. Talked to a few people around town.
You got here in what year?
Let's say it was 2014.
2014.
Yeah, because it'd be our 5-year anniversary. Dreadnought, January 17th.
Yeah, because we started messing around the Navy scene about 11, 12, and there wasn't nothing here. Like we were doing
But
that.
that was
at
freestyle
Lodge.
fitness with Mike.
Yes.
Mike,
We started-
you know, yeah, and I went and talked, you know, I'll let those guys know. I'm like, hey man, this is where I'm from, this is what I want to do. There's gyms here, my professor's school, we open up a gym. I'm just trying to, you know, see if you guys want to partner, build this. You know, that kind of went in a long ways. So I found Ben, who's no longer here, he's out in Dallas. And me and him kind of did it, you know, and it's been going strong ever since then, you know, people leave, professors, you know, don't fit right for what I want out of
Your
the whole
vision,
thing.
your
Yeah,
direction.
you know, and not bashing nobody, but you know, I gotta run a business, and if I feel that that person isn't the right fit, then I gotta make a choice. Or if I might see an opportunity to where it benefits me to make more money and help my academy at the same time. You know, so sometimes you gotta move in the right direction and not just in a direction that you think is comfortable.
Right.
Because if I get comfortable, am I really trying to make myself better? You know, but that's kind of how all that started with that.
Good, man. And now it is what it is. And I mean, right now, like I said, you made a statement here in Lawton, and not only, you know, by the way you're running your academy, but also, man, they're doing great at nationals. Not only kids, but the adults too. I mean, you know, just in the morning class, like I said, I do the zombie class, and she's a killer, man. I mean, she's a straight up killer. You know, and so I can tell that, you know, the time that they've been under you, or the time that they've been under your coach here, you know, whatever you're doing, it's doing it right. You know, and as you walk in your
I don't think it's that. I just think it's a way to teach people, and then there's a way not to teach people. There's a way to train, and then there's a way not to train. And not everybody learns the same way, but you got to give them different ways to be able to learn. And then you, as a teacher or an instructor or a coach, have to be able to teach in those 3 or 4 different ways. You know, some people are physical learners, some people are visual learners, some people are reading learners. Some people have to do all 3. You know, then you have, like, we have a lot of kids that are on the spectrum. So that's a whole different way of teaching now. Because you know you have to say something and let that catch up depending on where in the spectrum that kid is. Because my son's on the spectrum, and he's very low functioning. And I credit a lot of my patience and the way I teach because of him. Because especially as a father, you know, we try and deny everything that's wrong with our kids. So,
yeah.
you know, I'm trying to be extra tough, but I couldn't. You know, and so I had to step back and modify certain things, say certain things different that are more kid-oriented than for an adult. But then sometimes I use that same type of verbiage that I use for a kid for an adult.
Right.
Because sometimes they don't need big, complex words to be able to accomplish what it is. You know, so it really is how you teach, not what you're teaching.
And I get across
Yep.
people. Yeah, and I guess you're right, because you're coming across, I mean, you're working with the public, so you're gonna get, I mean, a variety of different
Yeah,
people. You know,
For sure.
you know, children to the parents, and dealing with parents is, I mean, it's a whole other avenue of part of the business.
And you can't please them all, man. And that's what, you know, especially when you're dealing with kids, you want to be able to make every parent feel like, yes, got it. But that might not be my drive. You know, not being disrespectful to the parent, but I'm focused on this person. You lived your life, you know, you made your choices. How can we positively put something positive in them and do it that way? You know, so I try to make everybody happy with that, you know, but you gotta also understand not everybody's with how you teach or what you do or how you do it. But as long as their kid is being successful,
The one who's benefiting.
then you shouldn't have a problem.
Right. Yeah, and I see that. I mean, that's from all the fundraisers that you've been doing and all the support. I mean, you can tell the parents are behind Dreadnought, behind the kids, behind everything else. And what I've witnessed myself, I mean, it's amazing to me. You know, with the things that you're doing, how they're so involved, everything going. Yeah, it only motivates me, for sure.
The only way you really know what's going on in there is if you're in it.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, you can look at Facebook posts, you can look at videos, and unless you're in that atmosphere, you'll never really know. And a lot of people are afraid of that because they see a bunch of people wrestling, grappling, and they're close. But they'll be surprised how the cutest little girl that you would think would be not even remotely entertained by jiu-jitsu or self-defense, but the most dangerous one.
No, listen, right now, and this is no, I mean, there's a 14-year-old kid that has been under Virgil for some time now, that he's a menace, dude. Like, I literally gave him, like, I wrestled him like I would a grown man, and his technique is so sound that he was able to fight me off, and at that point, almost choke me out. Like, the kid is legit. I mean, and so that also not only, you know, solidifies what I believe Dreadnought is, but I see that, you know, how you're teaching methods and how you're going about it, that, man, these kids are really soaking it up. They're really taking it in. And not only taking it in, but they're applying it. Like I'm telling you, I mean,
You should give him a shout out for almost strangling.
well, you know, let's not, you know what I'm saying, don't embarrass me that much, you know.
He's actually, a lot of kids won't know him because he's a homeschool kid.
Yeah.
So he's in one of my homeschool programs to where that's where he learned it. You know? So he gets a lot of one-on-one because he's able to not be in public school and just come work with the coach all day. And I credit that to his mom too, because she's allowed me to basically say, hey, come here, let me help you out.
Right.
And he's like a sponge, man. The kid just picks up everything. And the reason why he even
Definitely got strangling.
yeah, and the reason he even got to be there it wasn't even for him. It was for his little sister. His little sister was getting bullied in the neighborhood, and the mom wanted something for her, but the little sister just as dangerous too.
Yeah.
Now, and his little brother, you know,
The whole family.
yeah, and I mess with his dad all the time. I'm like, hey, man, you might have to
You might have to come in here yourself.
yeah, because you keep letting him come to class.
Right.
I don't want you to have to beat him down, but I think you might beat him.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt, I'm telling you, man.
Well, yeah, just just
for
messing,
sure.
just messing around with him. But the kid is he leaps and bounds where I thought he would be, especially for a kid that's never done anything. You know, that had to do with any type of martial art. You know, that just shows. His mom is even baffled. Like, what have you done with children? Hey, don't worry, you got 3 bodyguards. Nobody never do anything to you. Have what you want.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And this is what really surprised me is that, like I said, it's not like they're, you know, the kids is super strong or super
He's
athletic.
about your size in bodybuilding.
I'm just trying to say that his so legit with his technique, and knows what you're gonna do before you do it. That, man, he just tears. Before you know it, he's over here.
Yeah.
So you're just, and that alone is what I said. Wow, man, he's just, you know, the actual martial art of jiu-jitsu is amazing. You know, to be able to see it that implemented on someone at a young age like that, and him to utilize it like that, it's like I said, he's not even a big frame guy. You know, he's only 14. You know, and that's what me and Virgil was joking about. Imagine when he's, you know, 21.
Yeah.
Walking killer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they get.
That's my lunch punk. I'm just saying, you know, I mean, it's scary to even think about it in that fashion. Man. It's like, wow. But yeah, man, I know that you've been doing all these fundraisers too. I know you're trying to get revved up for December, right? I think December's the big.
Yeah, it's nationals, man. Like I said, do parents have money for it sometimes? Yeah. You know, with it being that's close to Christmas, me, you know, for the last couple of years, I've done it this way all the time. And that's something I chose that I wanted to keep as part of Dreadnought. And also to say thank you to the parents. Not in a way of me saying thank you for paying monthly dues or bringing your kid here for me to teach. No, that's not a way I think for me to thank you, because you're paying me to do that for you. So for me, as a thank you to you is, hey, let me do everything I can to either cover the whole cost for all my students to go to nationals, or get the community's help and do fundraising. Not just give you something, but go do fundraisers. Hey, let's do a car wash.
Right.
Hey, they did the Young Entrepreneurs Lemonade Stand at Cash Square. We went and did that. You know, those kids off lemonade made $400. Lemonade. But it was donations only. They didn't put a price on how much it was. Like, hey, just donate.
Right.
You know, so that tells you that the community will back you if there is a solid cause,
Right.
not just some BS. And when you're looking at how do we make our youth better, and how do we show our youth that we care about, it's those things like that.
Yeah, that's
When
great.
the community comes out, you know, and does that for them, you know, and so credit to the mayor and Cash Square and EBOT and you know, Chamber of Commerce, all those guys, because they're putting these events together for the youth, because they understand, hey, when we're gone, that's the ones that's replacing us. You know, so why not instill something positive? Hey, you know, my coach used to sit here at the end of the year and did his best to make the cost of nationals for my parents as cheap as possible. So now those kids have that memory instilled in their brain. So when something like that comes up for them, or they see somebody that might need help, or they're more receptive to be like, hey, my coach didn't have to do that, but he did this. My parents probably did have the money, but he still did this. So what's different for me doing it for the next person when I grow up? And then it just trickles down, and now you start to really reshape people's thought process on backing your community and helping people, truly helping people. And that's kind of why I do that.
And it shows it's working out great, man. You know, especially just what you mentioned, $400 just something to make. I mean,
Then you got like another 250 just walking around doing quote for a cause from farmers. And all it was is just, hey, can I get you a free insurance quote? So you got the kids just not selling anything, not having to be accountable for chocolate or anything, just something simple. And that's $250, and then I'll match that 250. That's $500. You know,
Right.
so I normally match the low number, and that's how we get to where we go. So I still also put in my own money also.
Yeah, that's legit. And I know you also do things. I know we have like an MMA program also at Dreadnought. Do you not? I mean, I know that you're trying to, you know, really get that.
Yeah, I wasn't really gonna dabble into it because I
So what made you? You know, what's the?
everybody kept asking me, you know, and I would send them over to the other place and be like, hey man, no, I don't do that. You know, those guys do it. You know, just out of respect, because I don't want a guy to think there's nothing out there for him and think he's got to go outside of law. I'd rather keep it in law, you know, and that's me. You know, I'd rather keep it in law. So, you know, I was like, hey man, yeah, these guys over here, they do it. You know, now if it's jits, I'm like, hey, you do jitsu. You know, because yes, we are competitors, but if I don't have that, I'm not gonna just be like, no, here you got it, you got it. But everybody kept asking. I'm like, you know, I really don't want to dabble in that, because that's not me. I don't want that type of mentality. So when I got a guy that came in that had the type of mentality that I wanted, not the bad boy, you know, walking around being stupid style. You know, not saying all bodies do that, right? But sometimes that's the bad perception of the gym, and that's not what I wanted. You know, so, you know, the guy I got now, you know, this is actually two, right? Three, including you. You know, so it's you, Rand, and Mighty Mouse. You know, I don't see that we're gonna F stuff up. You know, we constantly have little kids always at the gym.
Right.
And if I'm saying Dreadnought is a family gym, then that's what it's gonna be. It's not gonna be chaos. And so I really shied away from it just because some of the bad things that come with it. And not all places have bad stuff like that. It can get that way, and then your business starts to go south unless you're only strictly an MMA gym only. There's no kids, there's nothing. Okay?
Right.
Then yeah, I can understand that. But the way I have it, it's blocked off. You don't see it. I can close all the doors. It is by itself. And those guys know, hey, be respectful, or you gotta go. And the guys are doing it. You got Rand doing his thing over in Rush Springs. I got you and Mighty Mouse getting ready to do your thing here. We got future endeavors getting ready to go down in, you know, in other towns. not, putting stuff out,
Right.
so, yeah, why not? They keep asking, okay, but this is the standard.
Yeah. We just got a cage.
Yeah.
That's
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So you got, here's the standard. You say you want it, I'll build it. Okay, here's your cage, here's your padding, here's your bags, here's all your headgear, here's your, okay, now, it's built, the people are there, they're starting to train, they're all being respected. Female fighters and male fighters. And that's that balance you have to have. You gotta have that. If not, one is gonna take over the other, and if the one that's not that great takes over the other, now you got a bunch of hard heads running off people, and you say this was a family too.
Right. And you're holding also kickboxing there, and you're holding fitness classes. You're holding the MMA, of course.
Yep, and like I said, we were strictly just jiu-jitsu, man. With their
We're growing.
yeah, it was growing, and so with growth, people want certain things, and so you start asking, hey, what do you got on? Hey, can we do the mom's class at the same time as the kids' class? And then we can train while our kids are training, and we can go home at the same time. Great idea, Mom. Thank you. Let's do it. We get it done. So and then we switch it. So now it's mom and kid can train separate side of the rooms. When they're done, they can go ahead. Still an adequate good time to go home. 5:15 to 6:15, they go home. They still get stuff done with the kid. They still get dinner ready. You can go. And that really helps because now, moms can get theirs in too.
That was great.
And that also attracts more people. Because now I know I can work out at the same time my kids can work out. And I don't have to worry about who's watching because we chose. Don't hate me for my job. Don't. Now, if I'm just a bad person and I show that, yeah, then hate me for that. But just because I have a uniform on doesn't mean I'm that bad person or I'm that person. Don't put me in that category.
Yeah, I got your point. I take exception with
Don't put me in that category. Do we have some soldiers that do some outlandish stuff?
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Do we have some cops that do some outlandish stuff? Yes, but at the end of the day, I will support you until I can't support you anymore as a soldier or an officer, not as a human being and what you did.
I get you.
So,
Yeah.
I can support that, but as a human being and your actions and I can support that.
Right.
You could be doing something great. I'll support that greatness, but I'm not going to support you as a person.
No, I get that. Yeah.
And so yes, I do see that. Is that a benefit for them? Yes. Do I see a lot of other things happening that or be more successful for them? Yes. Will less people talk smack? Definitely.
Well, I think maybe less people might get tased.
No, I'm just saying it won't be a need for that.
I don't even think that.
It won't be a need for that. Think about how
It'd be a lot calmer.
Think about how judo started.
Okay.
How did it start?
Jigoro Kano took elements of jiu-jitsu.
No. Why was there a judo though? Because of what? The emperor said, this group of people are way too savage. Everybody's scared of this group of people. Can we tone it down and can we turn these samurais into police officers?
Oh, I see.
All right, so now we're gonna take the samurais, turn them into police officers.
So
the
like
samurais
put
are
the sword down
savage.
a little bit, right?
Hey, you guys are way
Right.
out of control.
Beheadings.
So then, yes.
If you're the only guy allowed to carry a sword.
And then it was yes. All right, hey, let's fix this. Well, what do I need to do to allow my police officers to be able to take care of themselves from other people? Yeah, let's teach them judo.
Right.
And that's how that happened. So when people talk about the art, know where the art came from.
Right.
Know why that art was formed and why was it derived. And then from judo came jiu-jitsu, and jiu-jitsu came from judo. So you gotta know. So yes, a lot of the throws and all that, and the grips and the case of time, all that you see in jiu-jitsu, that most of that comes from judo.
All the Brazilian stuff.
That's why I was laughing when we were talking about it when they asked you.
It's so weird.
Is it Gracie Jiu-Jitsu? And
yes, it is.
When you explained it to me, how people
It is.
always ask you like, okay, is this?
It is. That's one of the funniest things to me, and it's not funny because, yes, has it evolved? And yes, and it's going to continue to evolve. So yes, are you able to patent something if you evolve it? Yes. Can you then say, hey, this is my jujitsu? No, because are you only doing that jujitsu? Or is that the only move you're doing? If you created that, that's the only thing you're doing.
Right.
You might as well take credit for the arms. I got arms. Look at my arms. I invented the arms.
No, not like that. You know, he needed something to where while his brothers were learning, you know, judo and jiu-jitsu, how do I create something for me, the smaller person? He's gotten stronger. You know, my big brother's trying to protect me. So then he goes and he starts looking at what they're doing and modifying it to fit him. So yes, he took something to modify him that transformed into something even better. Because now the foundation of jiu-jitsu is Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. So you can't do jiu-jitsu without doing Gracie Jiu-Jitsu.
Right.
Unless you're doing Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. But if you have anything to do with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and your name as a school, you are doing Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. And you can yell at me and argue with me, but it's the truth. It is. It is the truth. So when people say, hey, you guys do Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, I'm like, hey man, all Jiu-Jitsu is Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. Because that's where the foundation started from. If I take a Ford chassis and I put a Chevy chassis on it, I can't call it a Chevy.
Right.
I mean, you know, Chevy.
Right.
Body, you know, I'm not gonna get a Shell. I'm not gonna be able to call it a Chevy.
Right.
No, it's a Ford.
Parts.
Ford motor,
Ford everything.
It's a Ford.
Right.
You know, I might have a cool looking vehicle, but it's all Ford parts. Same thing. I take a Chevy and put a Ford, you know, casing over it. That's not a Ford, dude. That's a Chevy still.
Right.
You know, so that's how I feel about it. So when I get that question sometimes, I'm like, and not being disrespectful to them.
No, but when you told me, it's
just like, hey man, all
yeah.
jiu-jitsu is Gracie
To
Jiu-Jitsu.
be perfect sense, I was like,
People have different techniques and things that go off of it. You know, like a subsection of it. And then you know they do their own thing like Keenan with Worm Guard and Pelver and all these other things. And, you know, like Chingia with Spider Guard. You know, that's those things that those guys can say. Yes, I patent this off of that. But the foundation.
oh, so you're saying like, for instance, Eddie Bravo's Mission Control?
Right.
That is
his rubber
his.
guard or the
His rubber-
daily
right,
Eagle
that is his.
techniques or-
Yeah, when you look at things like that nobody was ever doing.
Right.
And
And all of a sudden one
he
guy
comes in and he sees a
I
different
see.
way
Okay.
to control you or break you down using flexibility. Using my flexibility as a tool. You can stack me up as much as you want. You know, I'm rubber. You know, so I'm gonna bend where you bend. Like Bruce Lee says, hey, be water. Right. Go. Whatever the water becomes, or whatever you put the water in, it becomes. So become that. And that's kind of where I see Eddie Bravo with that. His game and playing it is if you can become as flexible as possible and use that, become that, use that for your advantage.
Right.
I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm not flexible. So
Yeah, it seems like Jesus.
You're flexible enough, I'll tell you what, buddy.
I'm just gonna stick with the Gracies.
All right. Well, Jordy's corner time.
All right.
Jordy,
So,
listen,
yeah.
this is your redemption.
Yeah, I know.
Last time, buddy.
And hopefully the audio is better this time. It's just going to be me yelling until we get.
That's fine. I'd rather have that.
Whatever
But
works.
so
What you got for us?
So what's this?
would you agree?
Do like
This is
flashcards?
This is Jordy's corner.
Yeah.
Jordy goes all around the world finding odd, strange, funny, whatever it is, and shows us, and we
around
talk about what we're about to see.
So first of all, I want to do.
You're about to see, buddy. You're about to find out what this is. All right, Jordy, what you got?
So first of all,
He's trying to pull up a
so it's going to be on the screen here.
All right.
I want to give a moment of silence to our brave soldiers at Area 51 right now.
Oh,
Naruto
smash.
running,
Yeah, did they-
finding the truth. So just a moment of silence for those people.
So I'm
As they run into the
I'm
Listen,
having
truth.
man,
touch with this shit.
As far as I'm
not
concerned,
gonna
there's going to be arrested the trespassers, bro. As far as I'm concerned.
Not participating in the moment.
Yeah, the amateur and the coach, you know, we're behind Area 51.
My
Not the guys.
2-year-old toddler does the Naruto run.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Second of all,
Yeah,
That's
you
what,
see
I
none of
think,
that?
that's what I think about the Naruto run.
I don't watch TV, bro.
2-year-old.
I don't-
I can
my
find the
time is
Naruto
so
run.
consumed with the business and events
Oh,
and
man, it's a wild world out
What
there.
is-
This entire Trump
Let me see what you got.
presidency, I haven't paid attention
So-
to any media.
I gotta show you the
Netflix
Naruto
and
run
shit,
first
you
of all.
Right, that's
That's
famous
it,
right
that's
now.
all.
This is the stuff that's famous right now. from Area 51.
First, this is an ad. I'm
And
sorry,
what
we
they're
don't have YouTube Premium.
And
Give
But
it
yeah,
to
it's called the new.
Naruto.
Right there it is.
That's the alien.
viral sensation.
So all it is.
I'm looking for the ribbon. I thought he just finished the race.
So yeah, that's a Naruto run. It's the
Artichoke run?
Mm-hmm.
You say artichoke?
What?
Artichoke.
Naruto.
Naruto. That's
Yeah,
what they're
it's based
calling.
off
That's what the
the anime.
media's calling it. This guy's a sensation now, bro. Look,
Yeah.
it's got 57K people who watch this.
Yeah, like he traveled half across the country to do that. First of all, so I just wanted to pay some tribute to our brave soldiers at Area 51.
Yeah,
both
Jordy.
in and outside.
Jordy,
the
I'm about
area.
to cancel this
That's
shit.
a waste.
Jordy.
That's a waste of man hours. Right there.
Why did you do that to us?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
yeah,
why'd
I
you
care
bring
about
the
you.
dark?
Well, see, you guys, like you say, you don't touch media. I live in the dirt of the internet.
Well,
See,
Okay, so I gotta show
give me
you.
the crown.
let's go next. Next,
Okay,
Jordy, what
so-
you got?
So you train your body, right, Virgil? Like you train
What?
every day. You
You train your body.
well, like you know, you put in work.
Yes, I do, sir.
All right. So would you say like your body's a temple or
Listen, Jordy, does he work out? Yes, the man works out, Jordy.
Stop trolling him.
so would you go as far as saying you're superhuman?
Virgil's about to start a Me Too
No,
movement
no,
on you,
he's a
dude.
regular
No,
human.
All right.
No,
I'm gonna
no.
show you the superhuman.
Oh yeah,
Oh, this guy. Yeah, I seen
I've
this.
seen this guy before.
Yeah, I seen this.
So
one.
this is
I've
the
never seen
true
this guy.
pinnacle.
Oh yeah, this guy.
See, this is why I say some people shouldn't take advantage of people with some issues or some problem.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, this definitely-
somebody
yeah.
somebody told this guy that
Oh.
would be funny. Hey, let's video it, and you
He's
can clearly
making
see like
bank
this
off
guy
of it, though.
is either drunk, high, or not all there in the head.
And
So
you
why
can
would
actually hear him in his speech
Why would
too.
you do that?
Not only
does
that,
he hit his
Is that a
head?
microwave?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a microwave.
dude, I've seen worse one when he jumps on barbed wire fence.
Yeah.
Not everybody was meant to be a part of the cast of Jackass.
Not even that though. This
Right.
is why kids are getting
But at the
messed
same
up.
time, I think they're attention seekers.
Tide Pods and
Yeah.
drinking.
That's him right there
all
in the
kind of crazy
flesh.
stuff.
That's old Bubba Jebba.
Yeah, like.
But you know what though?
Look,
Barbed
People
wire
are clicking
tape.
on it though, so they're making this guy. So when we look
It's
at
like
it,
clickbait, is what I'm looking
I
at.
mean, when you put it like
Yeah.
that, we're contributing to the
it's
disease.
just make him
so-
just.
He wants that much, but look at that. Dude, that's barbed wire, dude. He just jumped on with a cake on it.
Yeah, so this is a peak human form in facet. So
That's
Well, all
terrible.
right, Jordy. Next, what you got, Jordy?
Alright, so-
I'm giving you a
I-
pink slip on this.
That's terrible.
yeah, I agree.
The man Charles Barkley.
This is why I don't allow my kids to play with YouTube right here.
Yeah, so that's
Because
probably
the
on,
first time they jump off something in my house, that's it.
that is probably on YouTube Kids.
Nah, it ain't gonna be on my YouTube.
So second,
Yeah,
watch that crap.
let me pull this tab back over here so I can manipulate it a little better.
All right,
So
Jordy, what
I
you
found
got?
this thing. It's called the Touchless Knockout. It's by a master. You can put as many parentheses and quotes or whatever around that as you want.
So,
But
like
he could,
not even a 1-inch punch?
no, he touchless.
You ever seen this?
Dude, no.
Bro.
Like
So-
a
Have you
master?
seen it?
No, I haven't seen this.
You never
master.
seen this on bullshit?
So
Let me see.
This is.
He's just like,
So this should be it. He runs
You
his
didn't
whole
come to
school.
that class? Dude, I missed that day.
Man,
dude, the
Look.
touchless knockout.
look.
So basically, this man has
Is he Shaolin or
a, has
what?
a school. He
He
uses
is
he uses
Mr.
key energy
Look.
to.
I think
You
that
gave a
you
class
just said
like this not
energy,
too long
energy.
ago.
At Dreadnought?
Yeah, you missed it.
I did.
So
Let
I'm trying to.
me
I'm
see.
hoping to get the
What?
right part. It's basically.
Did he say,
people
blow
run
you
out.
again?
Was it a class on like convincing your opponent that
No, you gotta use your
No, I
energy,
gotta
man.
pop it out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, is that the energy?
I didn't get that one.
Jordy, you're killing me, bro.
And
What's
then,
going
you,
on?
and then you accidentally sneeze, and then you gotta get over the bill.
You know, that makes me think, do you feel the same way with Steven Seagal?
No.
You think he's legit?
I think
Go
he
ahead
made
and try
some.
it.
No, I'm so
Feel
asking you,
free.
you think he's legit?
Have
So,
you not
hold on, I'm
seen
sorry.
his videos when he was younger?
Yeah, but I mean, nowadays it looks really gimmicky, you
No,
know?
no, 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 no. I'm talking
Where
about
goes the knockout?
his old school videos.
Back in
He-
the
he-
day.
He's bloody knuckle, bloody face.
Yeah. Oh,
And
no,
Jordy.
Yeah.
I didn't see
some
those.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah, you got Steven Seagal. What?
Let's
You know,
let
Steven
the internet
Seagal?
judge.
There's a lot of people that are famous people that are like Al Bundy. A lot of people didn't know
Elbow
Alpha
did choke you out.
They didn't know
Football?
Alpha did. Yeah, he's
What am I looking
a
up?
black belt.
You know what's a killer too? That singer Mayer, the
John Mayer?
John Mayer. Did you see him do a spin around kick on the battle challenge? On the-
Yeah,
Dude,
my
he's
thing is
definitely a
this.
psycho.
My thing is
So,
this though. You
basically-
never know who knows what. And if you
That's
discredit what it is you think they know,
real.
and then you end up.
You end up in some.
Sorry, BJ.
Right.
You end up.
Oh yeah. I found it.
Oh, you gotta go
Hold
to
on.
BJ, bro. Dude, Hall of Famer, bro. How you gonna do?
Hey, you
So,
know let somebody two-piece you
so
up.
This two-piece, man.
This man sells his academy as
Gotta.
the touchless martial art. He can knock someone out by just putting pressure.
He had the wrong video. I'm
Knocked
working
out,
on it.
look.
I'm working on Jordan. He's working.
So he just knocked that man out. Did you see it?
I didn't see it.
Oh, I see
Knock-
that.
I can't see
He knocked
this.
out.
When did I miss this?
Bro, I think he hit me in the eyes with that shit.
When
See,
did you
knock
see
out.
that, dude?
and I can't
Knock
see.
out.
Is that
Knocked
Ron,
out.
dude?
He's using key energy to defeat
Is
his
that
student.
Ronnie
Oh,
teaching this
my-
class?
my son's coming back.
So,
It's not Ron. There's not enough sweat.
so now that you've seen the power,
Shout out to my boy.
the raw power of the touchless knockout,
No.
Virgil.
No.
No, we don't practice that over there, bro.
Are we gonna
That's
get to
too
watch
deadly.
man, that's a
an
good
old
class,
man
though.
get
He,
punched by an actual?
He
No.
he actually
Virgil
got
don't have a belt
challenged.
for that, dude.
Yeah.
It's not one.
I see where this is going and I don't like it.
So he actually got challenged
Can't
by
see
an
it.
MMA fighter.
It's a, you can't see it.
It's around there. You
It's
can
nothing but
You can
cheat.
feel it.
It's a built-in
So-
cheat.
He actually got challenged by an MMA fighter, a famous Japanese fighter.
Yeah, he's about to get
Man, I wouldn't
knocked
say
up.
he's
Yeah.
famous.
Bro.
And,
That dude's like, okay, you might got them other people fooled, but I'm about to hit you.
This is the same guy with the invisible
Yep.
cheat
Yeah.
tower?
Yep.
Yeah, Cheap Power's gonna
Cheat him up right there.
Yep.
So yeah, so
Is he doing the fucking Stockton slap?
he's wondering why his powers aren't.
And he's down.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, his powers are not working. What happened?
Well, he's
He doesn't have his coaches
yeah.
to play along with him.
You know what I think it is? He's trying to air bend, and that place is airtight.
Yeah. Maybe. So when can we?
Okay, that was good.
It's not gonna work.
So Virgil, the
Oh,
important
bro.
question is, when can we see this at Dreadnought?
It's already there.
30
Yeah,
seconds.
that's already there.
Like
That
when,
is there on.
That's it.
Oh, dude.
That right there is
This is
already
over
there. That
Tuesday
kick to the
nights.
face to some
Yeah, that
BS.
guy kicking him is already there. Yeah, I tell you who that is, too, bro.
Back of the head.
That's it, master. All right, what's next, Jordy?
yeah. So
We got some tabs.
So the next thing is really what pretty much people have the right to defend themselves no matter where they are in the world.
That boxer.
It is the duty,
All for
especially of people to protect themselves and their responsibility. There's some
Takes on
stuff going
French
down
riot police.
in the UK and France that no one's reporting on. A lot of distrust with the government, a lot of over encroaching. So there's a former boxer that had enough of this police infringement,
Oh, man, he takes out the
this-
French right.
and so he is going to
Which-
go against an armored
He
SWAT.
starts to box.
Dude, he's gonna punch through.
Dude, the guy is.
riot sheet.
Look at him, dude.
He's
I
got
just-
some support.
I'm not.
Oh,
I
he's
probably
going
shouldn't
ham,
say
bro.
this.
He's going ham,
Behind
son.
the
I probably
Why
shouldn't
are they
say this
backing
because it's
up?
not politically correct. But why haven't they tased him or
Oh, they're in
beat
the
They
him?
don't have that in UK.
Or beat him with? They got billy clubs.
Dude, you think
Yeah.
you could just get
Dude, he's
your
piecing him up, dude. I mean, I'm just gonna say.
He fixed his gloves.
Dude, he pieced that dude.
And the cops is just
And now we let him
They don't
off.
want
Let
him.
him off the bridge. These
Yeah.
people that
So-
haven't been able to fight since World War
I
He
tell you what,
literally went.
I tell you this right now, and Virgil's
I'm
right.
like, what?
And here in the United States, people.
No, he would have been shot dead. Like one
Can't be
person.
doing that.
No, but see, that was a black belt.
Yeah.
He would have choked the crap out of it.
I would, yeah.
I mean,
Ankle
So, but that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get your
Get
thoughts on the
battered
whole
with
spiritual
riot
fighting
shields.
thing. What you think?
I'm just
about-
saying.
That's it.
Right.
That's all.
Maybe not though.
That's what you got, Jordy?
Yeah, I mean,
There's a bunch of tabs up there. I see a bunch of tabs.
well, it's all people getting the crap beat out.
I want to see Steven Seagal.
Okay, you didn't specify what you wanted.
I
let's say
wanted
Virgil.
Steven Seagal. I thought that was pretty sick.
Let's finish it up with Steven Seagal.
What am I looking at?
You look at
His
Steven.
oldest fight scene.
You look at.
I don't think Virgil's correct on this,
Okay,
and I want to see.
Listen,
I want to see old Seagal.
is it like
It's
that's
almost
fight
as
scene?
if the North and
Is
South
it Master of
movies
Aikido?
Not
divided
no,
over
not
Steven
it's
Seagal.
not fighting. It's his actual.
It's like a
training.
tournament.
It's like his actual training. It's
Like
not-
this is what popped
Oh,
up.
he. Yeah. Uh huh.
that right there.
What's going on there, Virgil?
that right there. This is a movie, man.
Coach,
This isn't.
what do you think
Right.
of that, Coach? And right now we're on coach level. Coach, what do you think?
This is
Bro? Sensei, what do you think about those movements, Sensei?
Hey, man,
I think they are.
I don't do a keto.
I think
but
they're cooperative.
no,
Yeah.
man.
I
That
think
is a
that
lot
guy's
of,
trying to get
I
thrown.
think it's not true. It's more of joint manipulation.
I think
You know, you'd be very cooperative if your wrist is getting ready to snap in half.
I know.
Are they dancing?
But who comes up with a knife like this? Like, just grab my arm.
People that aren't trained.
Yeah.
People that are not trained knife fighters come up to you like.
Yeah.
That's the same thing we
Make
teach
people
in
jump.
jiu-jitsu. You know,
But,
hey,
you know, some-
your 3 months of jiu-jitsu is like a year of training out in the street. But don't go out there and try and just pick fights at 3 months because
Right.
you know you use it when you need it. Somebody that doesn't know how to hold a knife, you don't hold a knife like this when you fight. It actually goes like this with the blade facing out. Sorry.
Especially if it's like a karate.
You know, but yeah, the people that don't know how to use it, yeah, they're gonna be sitting there
Like,
trying to
We
stick
got
it.
the what box karate.
That's the one thing I always had to say. It always
Box
kind of
karate. What?
What do you? Don't start with this, bro. What's knife fighting stuff?
Yeah, man. Like
Well, that
this
was
guy
like
makes
nasty box cutter.
Did he just go around just using knife
I
tactics?
just opened up
No,
people's
you
wrists.
you really do have something to do that would just.
Like, I'm not a big fan of this guy. 'cause
But you can't go around doing that stuff for self-defense.
You can.
Just cutting people up.
Hey, I
Dude,
would rather be
ooh.
cut you or shoot you.
Neither.
With a
What?
cut, you might survive.
But I'm saying if the
Depending on
guy's
where I
having
cut
if the guy's having a hand-to-hand combat with some altercation out of a bar, he gonna get stabbed.
Well, okay.
He's talking about slicing some dude.
No,
for
so
self-defense, man.
there's a lot of court cases out there where a guy brings a gun to a bar and the guy that's a patron there is illegally carrying his gun anyway. Pops the guy and the judge goes, well,
First off,
Well,
shouldn't have a
you
gun in
can't
the
be
bar.
No,
drunk.
exactly.
Yeah, dude.
no, I'm fully in agreement. But there's been a
Unless
few
you're a cop.
cases
Yeah,
What's doing that?
where, even in Oklahoma, where a guy brings a gun to a bar and someone was concealed carry and when they're not supposed to, shot the threat, and the judge is like, you did your civil duty, no charges. It depends if the judge likes you.
I don't know. That's why I do jiu-jitsu, bro. Put your sleep.
And I think
Peacefully.
I'm not gonna touch this
But,
one.
Coach, is there anything you want to plug in? Anything you want to shout out? Anything coming up that,
Yeah.
that the people should
Give us
know?
some kind of
Yeah, anywhere to find you,
watch
Dreadnought
the
email,
taste of the sound
Facebook, Instagram.
Oh, we're on all of those. Yeah, just,
I'll put them in the description.
yeah, you can go on Google. You can always just type in Dreadnought, BJJ, or just jiu-jitsu and law.
You can flag down one of
Yeah.
the many people with the Dreadnought bumper sticker.
Or window decal. Yeah, it's man. I don't know. In a couple months, I got some stuff I'm working with Red Cord. If you guys don't know about Red Cord, it's fighting back against human sex trafficking.
Oh,
abduction.
sure.
So I'm working with them on that.
Yeah, I used to support him. I wear like a red ribbon or
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
actually,
Cameron really supports it. Okay.
So what's that?
Okay.
I don't want to get my days mixed up, so I don't want to say the
Okay.
days because it's in my notes. So we're gonna be doing the event.
Be able to find it on the Dreadnought page though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it on my page. We're gonna put out the red line group page, and we're working on everything right now. We got some great people and organizers working this project. I just happen to be, able to work with them. It is their project. I'm just
Right.
aiding my services because it is a problem. A lot of kids are coming up missing in law. Every couple of days, somebody's posting something about a kid missing. Either on the law restitution or on grapevine. And those are the things we want to do. We want to make sure we're posting that stuff. And so that's like some of the stuff that I'm into. I don't really put it out there a lot. I'm not trying to have my face out there too much stuff. The more your face is out there on stuff, the more
Yeah.
people,
Just give ammunition.
yeah, So, but yeah, we do a lot for the community.
Good.
But
Good
we
deal.
keep it quiet just to keep it quiet, man. Because to me, a lot of what I do is basically more focused on kids.
I just want to make sure that our fans and our subscribers and the public knows that they know where to reach you if they need to reach
Oh
you.
yeah.
If they got things they want to change or children or even how to self-defend, how to be able
No
to
more kids
self-defend.
right now. No more kids. There are other schools out there. I'm not trying to turn nobody away.
Right.
And I'll let them know if they want to go on the waiting list, they can. I have people on the waiting list right now, kind of sucks.
Right.
You know, you don't want that. You know, especially if a kid really needs your help.
Mm-hmm.
But you also don't want to overcrowd your place so much that it starts becoming a habit. You know, but yeah, you can find me on Google, you can find me on Instagram, it's Dreadnought, presented Jitsu.
Okay.
So
we're on
you
Facebook.
went from 4 kids and 6 adults, or 6 kids and 4 adults?
Yeah, it was like it was my kids, my own kids. Buddy of mine named John McGill, who's a brown belt in judo that trains with us. His kids, and then my other buddy kids, and then it was just us. And then like Ron, because Ron's one of the OGs, Adam, and then G. You know, so the 3 original guys that started with us at Dreadnought are still at Dreadnought. And
Shout out to the boys.
And then a couple of kids are still there. You know, I got kids that's been with us for 4 years now since we've been there. Yeah, now it's to where I have over 100 kids. You know, and it's 50, 60 kids on the mat, and you know, and more people just keep coming in, and you either got to go bigger, or you got to say, hey, sorry, I can join the wait list, because we are in a military town, so those people leave all the time.
Right.
You know, or you can go try this place out over here, or this place out over here. You know, especially with kids, I'm always trying to push positive stuff for the kids. I don't know, you know, to me, yeah, I would have you, but I can't put you in a bad situation if the space isn't there.
Right, yeah.
And that's just being professional. That's not being greedy. That's not being.
No, right. Not respecting the
I'm
game.
not trying to be rude. It's just I don't want something bad to happen because that's on me. So I gotta make sure the people in first are
So
safe.
you're trying to get quality,
Yeah.
quality training,
Mhm.
quality. Yeah, I hear you, man.
Well, you know, and so that's kind of that's where we are now, man. It's ridiculous.
Wow, that's amazing.
And you know, they talk about business, like your business is supposed to really take off at like that 5-year mark. You really get to see all your black go into the green, and then because everything now is just surplus.
Right.
It's sustaining itself now once you get to a certain point where you're like, those numbers look good.
Well, listen, man, we could sit here and chop it up all day,
I
bro.
can talk jits,
But,
man, just life all day.
This is what it is. Once again, this is the amateur and the coach. Once again, thanks to Coach Allen.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. And from the amateur and the coach, we out.
Y'all know what time it is. Amateur and the coach. Amateur and the coach. And let me tell you